For months now, the case against Palakkad MLA Rahul Mamkoottathil sat in political limbo, but not anymore at all. Several women had earlier accused him of sending offensive messages, but the accusations were stalled. Even his surprise designation as Kerala Youth Congress president in August of 25 didn't shake things at all. But that changed last week. Dramatically, on Friday, a criminal case was finally filed after a woman accused Mamkoottathil of repeated sexual assault and forcing her to terminate a pregnancy. She had met Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan just a day earlier, and the FIR followed. A special investigation team is now probing the case. A lookout circular is in place as the MLA has gone untraceable. The FIR includes non-bailable rape charges. Mamkoottathil denies everything in his anticipatory bail plea, calling the case politically motivated. His bail hearing is up to come up on Monday. But then where is Rahul Mamkoottathil? That is the question everyone is asking. Now, reports in several newspapers like Malayalam Manorama and Mathrubhumi say that he fled Palakkad in a red polo car. Moments after learning the survivor met with the Chief Minister, police say the car belongs to a Malayalam film actor. It remains unclear if Rahul switched cars along the way. His close aide, Jovi Joseph, also an accused, is believed to be travelling along with Rahul. Initial lead suggested he may have slipped into Coimbatore, prompting searches across states. Police have searched homes of friends, examined call logs, reviewed CCTV from his Palakkad flat and questioned his PA officers. Say the lookout notice was issued as they fear he may attempt to leave the country. The survivor's statement will now be recorded in camera under Section 183 of the BNSS. The Congress in Kerala is in a shambles. It's scrambling out to figure to kind of come out of this great embarrassment. Congress leader Sandeep Warrior has sought anticipatory bail after cyber police booked him for revealing the survivor's identity. Meanwhile, the Congress's mouthpiece, Veekshanam, published an editorial defending the suspended MLA, calling him a victim of a CPM conspiracy. KPCC President Sunny Joseph distanced himself from the party, saying the editorial went against what is an official stand. This has raised a sharp internal question: who within the Congress is still trying to shield Rahul Mamkoottathil? Now, the second Rahul who's also in the storm is Rahul Easwar, activist. He's been arrested for allegedly sharing identifiable details of the survivor during TV debates and social media. He claims the arrest violates Supreme Court orders. Just days earlier, on this show, The South Indian with Me, Rahul Easwar had strongly defended Mamkoottathil and argued that the onus is also on the woman. Listen in.
Rahul Mamkootathil has been targeted, and with due respect to that particular girl, she's not a minor. She's above the age of 18. She works in a very reputed place. I mean, that means she is a well-off person. She's not some disempowered woman. So she also has a responsibility along with Rahul Mamkootathil. And it is very ironic to see rape charges being raised against Rahul Mamkootathil, with whom she was planning, or they were planning, a baby. Rahul Mamkootathil and this lady has been actively planning a baby as per chats released by this girl itself.
Before I go to the other experts, I'm joined by Deepa Easwar, wife of Rahul Easwar, on the phone line. Deepa, thank you for making the time. Deepa, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
So, I was reading reports about how you felt, and correct me if I'm wrong, Deepa, that they just picked up your husband and it was all very politically motivated.
Yes, that's right, because the allegations that has been laid against Rahul Easwar does not stand in a court of law, because they say that he has revealed the identity and the name of the victim, which is absent. It's not happened. You can any one of us can look through his social media handles and spot that this was a wrongful allegation. The second one charged against him is that he has used sexually colored remarks. Again, they haven't specified exactly what do they mean. So under what, on the basis of what evidence have they said that he's used sexually colored remarks? And they've not even quoted what exactly was the remark in the remand order, which means they're not sure what should they quote, which means this is all a fabricated case, because, there are a lot of other issues happening in Kerala, for example, the Sabrimala issue and the gold theft and all of that. So there is a lot being done to take the focus off those important subjects as well. So definitely this is politically powered, and also the fact that elections are around the corner. So all of this together.
You know, the thing is, I know Rahul Easwar, he's an activist. He's, of course, calls himself very, very a staunch Hindu. But I don't think he's really politically aligned to any particular party because he speaks on issues. He does not speak on pure politics. He's been arrested, Deepa Easwar. He was on my show. He comes regularly on my show. He was very clear that Rahul Mamkoottathil is being framed. He also said that the woman in question was in a relationship with him. And when I said that, you know, well, the thing is that it could be coercion because I quoted marital rape to him. He said, no, but they were planning a baby. So it's very, very clear that your husband, Rahul Easwar, does support Rahul Mamkoottathil, Deepa Easwar.
Yeah, I'm not saying otherwise. And I appreciate the fact that you said that he's not aligned to any political party, which makes it stand even more clear. So he's not, aligned to a particular party. But then Rahul Mamkootathil is clearly a Congress party member. And there are elections around the corner. So there could be different, forces to shut down any voice that speaks for him for the benefit of any other parties. I'm not naming any political parties. Having said that, let me also put across the point that what Rahul has said about Rahul Mamkootathil is also that, see, I have two sons. There are two sons growing up for us. I do not want them to get into a relationship with a woman and later the woman turns around. It's a consensual relationship, by the way, both of them in agreement. And then one fine day the girl turns around and says that I was raped. How do you prove otherwise? I'm not able to look at my son and tell him that you are safe tomorrow. Are only our daughters supposed to be safe? Aren't our sons also supposed to be safe? So when someone speaks against him, now I'm not trying to paint Rahul Mamkootathil as a saint here. All I'm trying to say is that we should not be blinded by just one gender. We should be open to society, should be tolerant towards both genders. That's all I'm trying to put across. Being a woman, if I have to say this, it's because I love my sons. I want to be there for them in future. This is something that needs to be stopped. This is not the only case. Rahul Easwar has spoken for actor Mukesh, actor Nivin Pauly. All of these cases which were purely fake, which was against the women. Now, what will happen? If anyone talks about MLA Mukesh, everyone thinks about that one case that came against him. What will happen to his reputation? So this needs to stop. That's all that Rahul Easwar has been talking about.
I mean, that's for the judiciary to look at it. But what next, considering that Rahul Easwar has been arrested, Deepa Easwar? What are you learning? If you want to share something as to what the further movement on this would be.
Sorry, I didn't. So right now he's actually, we are in the court. His bail hearing has just got over and we're just waiting for the verdict from the court. Hopefully he should get bail today. So yeah, we're all here waiting for that.
All right. On that note, thank you so much for making the time. You're in court. Thank you, Deepa Easwar. This is wife of Rahul Easwar, who was on the broadcast with the South Indian. And now let me go and understand the legalese of it. Lal Kumar, an advocate, Kerala High Court, is with us, and Vinita Hariharan, political analyst, is also with her. We insisted we need to have women on the show, particularly my colleague, who said that we cannot have mansplaining all the time, and I completely agree. Lal, we heard Deepa, what she said. Of course, I'm not going to comment on how men need to be protected and all that. That's another conversation. We have data to prove that for the longest time, women have been victims. And in a society like ours, there are no two ways about it. I'll stick my neck out. But let's talk about the legalese of it. She says that he did not name her at all. That is what Deepa Easwar is saying, that there is proof of it and that he's being framed. I do not know why he's being framed, considering that he's not affiliated to any particular party. Only that in the debate with you, Lal, he was very clearly supporting Rahul Mamkoottathil.
I think Deba has gone off the track because she hasn't understood the real legal issues in it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. The issue is whether Rahul Easwar has made the name of the girl public. Outright answer is no. But the issue is, let us see how it worked. On first day, Rahul Easwar made a statement that this lady is married. Then he made a statement that she is not divorced. Then he made a statement which is actually taking us to that lady. You are giving indirect indications in different videos that this is the person. You are trying to highlight the person. He hasn't directly done anything, indirectly done many things. So it is actually a contributory role in the conspiracy, basically. He has tagged a person from the Congress party, asking him whether you have gone for the marriage of this girl, and he immediately replies. And he replies that, yes, I have gone for that particular marriage on this day. Immediately, people started searching his profile on that day. of whose marriage he has participated.
Right.
Immediately people got the answer, and on the basis of that, the photograph of the victim is circulated across the states. How come people know that? Let me ask you something. How the people across the state, without knowing the identity of the girl,
Right.
know about the
Because of this dog whistling, or because of these indications.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I'm saying there is a kind of contributory role from Rahul Easwar. He's a very good friend of mine. I have no doubts about it. But what he has done is, in different videos, he has given different indications wherein people were easily zeroing into this person. That is exactly what happened. And there is one more point which I want to make very clear about the rape. If I'm being raped, I am the person who's saying that I'm being raped by a man. Assume that I'm a girl. So that is the presumption that the court is taking in India, that this person is raped. And then what is other things to come up? It is about the consent, whether there is a consensual relationship or not.
Yeah.
That the burden of proof is heavy on Rahul Mamkootathil. It is not on Rahul Easwar. Rahul Mamkootathil should come before the court and say, bring in evidence, adduce evidence, and say that there was consent.
Yeah.
Rahul Easwar is making, on a fine morning, he makes a statement that it is a consensual relationship.
Right.
On what basis he is making such statements?
Right.
We don't know about it.
Yeah, because
we don't know about it.
because they said that, you know, they want to have a baby together. Well, I'm a married woman. Tomorrow I can say I had a baby, but I still want to divorce you. The onus is on me.
There's an issue.
The onus is on me.
Rahul Mamkootathil made a statement that I want to make you pregnant. Tell me, what is the response? You don't know the screenshot of the response from the lady, isn't it?
Yes.
We don't know about it.
No.
He made a statement that is absolutely a lopsided statement. We don't know about the reply.
All right.
Whether she is intending to have a baby.
Yeah.
That part also should be come out.
Oh, absolutely.
That will only come out in the evidence which is adduced in the court.
All right. Vinita Hariharan, welcome to the debate. Vinita, I just don't understand. We're talking about Kerala. We're not talking about some boondocks or some state where there's anarchy, you know. Look at this, the way the Congress party has been supporting this man. I'm not saying he's guilty. I'm saying that he's tainted so far. He could have sat out, but we saw Sudhakaran, you know, supporting him. Today, of course, Sunny Joseph has said after that article, you know, which spoke about, it was very biblical in nature about don't throw stones unless you yourself are not a sinner and stuff like that. He said that, you know, Congress does not stand by it. But look at the moral compass of the Congress in Kerala. It is pathetic. The kind of, this man went to the assembly, this man went to Palakkad. He was, you know, flanked by Shafi Perambal, everyone. People were, you know, kind of giving him a hero's welcome. It is, I think, pathetic and beyond ridiculous, Vinita Hariharan.
No, absolutely. You know, this image of the, you know, a politician, a degraded politician, the politics as the, you know, the last resort of the scoundrel is coming to play now again, once again. You know, in between we had very good people entering politics and we had professionals entering politics. But once again, the narrative in Kerala, especially with the Congress, has degraded to this level where, you know, male chauvinism and this kind of, issues related to gender, abuse is coming out in the open. And, when we have, there is no need for a commentator to overstep his role and defend somebody when, the accused itself has come out in the open and, talked about the misuse and the abuse of her, her abuse. So therefore, I mean, there is no need for a political commentator to overstep his role. So that is one about Rahul Easwar. And we all know about consensual and all of those, relationships. But obviously, if a woman is coming out in the open and, accusing somebody, there has to be some truth to it. And there's no smoke without a fire. So I think this case has to be taken on the way it has been, it is sub judice, but there is so much of evidence come out in the open. So many of the victims have come out and complained. And Rahul Mamkootathil is missing in action. Where is he? Where is Rahul? Where is the police? How are they tracing him? That's of paramount importance.
Yes, very well said. That's what I wanted to ask Lal. Lal, this man is on the run. There are reports that he was in a red polo car. He may have gone to allegedly Coimbatore. There is, a mass hunt for him. If he was so sure, like he was so defiant earlier, I have not done anything, this is politically motivated, Why does he flee? Why is a fugitive today?
He doesn't want to go to jail. Simple. If it is arrested, it's a non-bailable offense.
Okay.
He'll be taken behind the bars for sure. So look, you can make any colorful political statements before the people to hide many things. But when it comes to the factual scenario, factual metrics, the law is going to go take its course. So law will not give him bail because there is ample evidence before us. I'm not saying that the court will not give. I'm making a presumption that court will not give because of the heavyweight evidence that has been brought before us. It is there, ample evidence is there. This person has been saying that people on behalf of him were saying that there is no relationship, nothing happened. Every thing was brought out before the people. Now he comes before the court and says he had a consensual relationship. He declared that there was a consensual relationship, but Rahul Easwar and other people said there was no there was consensual relationship even before this person making it public. Sudha, I told you last time, my consistent position was that there is a group of hooligans headed by Rahul Easwar, attacking this lady indirectly. He's not naming, but at the same time, he says there is a consensual relationship, it is not rape. We cannot do that. We cannot do this carpet bombing against people because there is a victim. He has been targeted. Today, there is a news coming in. 3 times he attempted to commit suicide. What kind of situation this is? And at the same time, there are a group of people coming in and saying that it is not rape. It is all been consensual. Even the abortion which has happened is also consensual. If it is consensual, assume, hear me people, if that is a consensual abortion, what is the problem in going to a doctor? This person bringing in...
Why give her pills?
Yes, exactly. Why is this entire episode, unscientific episode, is done in private? That is to be answered. So it is a logical assumption that it is all done without her permission. It is under coercion. She was forced to undergo this entire episode. And on a fine morning, she comes out and says that it happened because she could not bear the pressure from all the political class across the state. This person, other people targeting her. So at a point, a woman opened her mouth, spoke loudly that she has been targeted and raped, multiple times raped, aborted. Many things happen. And mark my word, she is not the only victim in the state. Only victim in the state. There are other people who are yet to come out.
Right.
Last day, the former BJP state's president very categorically made a statement that there is a POXO case also being attracted. Okay. That name is hidden. That is also not come up. So I am totally pessimistic about the Congress system. This person has done all the ill doings against a lady, and when she comes in open, people are saying that this person is bad and there was a consensual relationship. Who is to decide the relationship is consensual or not?
Very well
said. That person should say.
Yeah, absolutely. Vinita Hariharan, it's not just one woman. There are women, just like Lal said. There have been several, even I'm sorry to bring in Rahul Easwar yet again. Rahul is a friend, but I will still say, he said, well, not many names are there, only a few names are there. There are also a woman who's allegedly been accused in this entire thing, where she's also apparently, tried to save or, secure Mr. Rahul Mamkoottathil, who's on the screen right now. I want to ask you, Vinita Hariharan, you were once affiliated to a political party, not any longer. I know you even then you spoke your mind out. What is it? What does it take for a political party? I know the local body polls are on. I know that very well. You can jump up and down and say, oh, LDF's conspiracy against UDF. But there is something called moral rectitude. What stops the Congress in Kerala to ask this man, Rahul Mamkoottathil, to say, step back, do not come anywhere, sit down before the court takes any kind of an action?
No, absolutely. This warranted his suspension, but they did not take their extreme action, and they just took him out of his title only. Despite all of these series of allegations against Rahul, the Congress party did not take a stern action against this particular leader. So I think this speaks volumes about the party's moral standing and the party's the ethos of the party towards women. And this is not the first time that in the Congress this kind of a case has come up. That has happened in the past also. Several leaders, women leaders, we know cases, we won't name them, but they have left the Congress on because of this kind of sexual or sexually unsafe or whatever gender unsafe spaces that the Congress created for women leaders. So there has been a case where there's been people women leaders exiting this the grand old party of India. So I think it's time the Congress introspects and looks at how it has degraded, how the standards have degraded, and what is the kind of safety that they are ensuring to their women leaders and to women at large. These are MLAs, these are public representatives. Right. They're supposed to protect the women of their constituencies, and this is the standard that they set. Then where do these women go?
Right.
And Kerala's moral standing also is to be really introspected. And I think the Kerala as such also it's become a state where it's so unsafe for women. The number of rape cases are very high compared to the national average, and I think the Kerala, God's own country, has to rectify its image and be God's own country in true respect in all
maybe,
aspects of
maybe God's own country is no country for women. I'm sorry to say that. Lal, I want to ask you, let's imagine hypothetically, even as we speak, by 7 o'clock, Rahul Mamkoottathil is nabbed. What happens next, Lal?
Definitely he will be brought before the court. That court will take its course, because he may get bail. That is different. If he is arrested, even then he may get bail. But in this case, I feel that there is a custodial interrogation which is required. There is a lot of evidence to be recovered from this person. And based on the evidence adduced by this girl, we don't know exactly about the 164 statement which is already given, what kind of evidence she has given. So on the basis of that, the police will inquire into it. And after ample evidence, if they could recover ample evidence, this person will have to go to jail, face trial. Yeah, definitely he has to face trial. But above all, the moral footing of a political person is under question mark. This is exactly what is happening. This person has sent umpteen number of messages to women. Look, messages sent through WhatsApp, Telegram, Google Pay. Google Pay is used to send messages. What is this? Google Pay will send money. This person is using Google Pay to send lured messages to women. What is the purpose of Google Pay? So such kind of attitude is there from him, and Congress party is protecting this person. KPCC president is in total denial mode. Yes, KPCC president is saying that I'm supporting Rahul Mamkoottathil because he is a politician. He should come back. Yeah, he should not be targeted. And other people are actually running away. Okay. I'll tell you the reason. There is a group of people under the guidance of Shafi Parambil, Rahul Mamkoottathil and other young brigade came into the Congress power center. And these people are controlling the cyber group. Yes. Look, the senior leaders of the Congress party are being targeted by the cyber hooligans, and they cannot utter a word. There are 2 or 3 people, women leaders, came out, spoke against Rahul Mamkoottathil, and next day they vanished into thin air because they cannot speak against this guy.